Hey guys, this is Adeeb from Rogue Labs, and today we're going to be covering data types and variables. So what you're going to want to do is open a new Windows form application. After you've done that, you go to your toolbox, grab a button, and put it on your form. And double-click that button to get sent to the button one-click event. And here we're going to declare some variables. So our first variable, we're going to declare using the keyword dim. We're going to name it number. This is where the name of the variable goes, number, as integer. Integer. We're going to set that equal to 10. And now we can do messagebox.show and then number right there. And then when you start your project, you'll see 10 appears as expected. Now let's say you want to store a decimal value. However, you can't store a decimal in an integer. You're going to have to change the data type to double, and doubles can store decimal values. So now we've declared number as a double, which equals 10.4. And now it's going to do messagebox.show number, which is now a double. As you can see, 10.4 appears just as expected. Let's see what happens when you declare an integer and assign it a double value, a decimal value. And as you can see, the 0.4 gets cut off because you cannot store a decimal value inside of an integer variable. Now, besides numbers, we can create variables that store words. So we're going to declare a variable called words as string, and we're going to set that equal to Rogue Labs is awesome. And then you always need end quotes. Your strings will always be in quotations. So now you've declared a variable called words as a string, and we set it equal to beginning quote, Rogue Labs is awesome, end quote. And now we're going to change the parameters in the message box to the words variable. And now when you start your project, you'll see words shows up and it contains Rogue Labs is awesome. Now, this will be the fourth data type I'm covering, called Boolean, and it's basically true or false, and we're going to call it true false as Boolean equals, and let's just set it to true. Now, this isn't really a practical application of the Boolean data type. What it's actually used for is things like if statements, and that'll be covered in the next lesson, but just to show you like what would happen, it'll just say true, and if you set the value to false, it'll say false. Don't worry about that right now, but you'll see practical applications in the next lesson. And these are all the data types that I'll be covering. However, there are plenty more data types like float and short and long, but I'm not going to be covering those. If you want to look into those, you can find them easily on Google or something of the sort. So that's it for this lesson, guys. See you at the next lesson. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Alan from Rogue Labs. This is the first video in the series of the programming language VB.NET using the Visual Studio